A few years ago, I embarked into my self-improvement journey. And to do it, I felt a little bit worried that the friends that I had around me at the time would distract me into things like drinking, partying, dancing the night away. And to be honest, I kind of wanted a break and some space. So I shut everybody off, mostly everybody. I had like one or two people that I still talked to. And didn't say a word. I simply got into my business, got into my little stuff, and didn't pay attention to anything or anybody. Now, while I made great strides and I made great progress, I lost many people on the way. And you may say, well, whatever happens, happens. If they weren't there, if they're not there now, then they were not meant to be there before. Sure, maybe, maybe not, but that's not what this is about. I want to talk about the power of fostering relationships and what it can do. Relationships, kinship, friendship, love ship, are things that we live for as humans. And just like when you water a seed, a friendship can grow into a big tree that's 100 and something years old. Oh, look at it. It's freaking tall, man. And on top of that, your achievements get shared with the people around you. And success kind of ripples, the more successful you are, the more your friend will be too. And the more successful he is, the more you will be. You kind of bounce off each other. And, why wouldn't you want somebody that's your friend, therefore somebody you trust and you admire in some sense, have success and have a little bit of influence and control over life, or at least over his own life. So I want to talk about feeding that plant, feeding that seed, growing it. If you think, for example, about a romantic relationship, you probably would prefer going through everything with that person than meeting the perfect person, right? You would probably prefer growing with them and seeing them how they've come up and how they've changed, and therefore be a lot more inspired and a lot more trusting of them because you've seen them at the lowest, you've seen them at their highest, you've seen how they came up, you've seen how they did things, and you've fought together through the tussles that life brings you. I believe most people would genuinely choose that over, I just want to meet the perfect person. That's kind of lame, to be honest, and it doesn't even have half the drama that most of us would desire. And when it comes to friendships, it is the same thing. You want a tribe that's put in the hard work, that you've seen grow, and that way you know and understand their full capacity. And today, nowadays, it's becoming more and more recurring because it almost feels like people have given up, and I don't blame them, so have I, on society as a whole, because everybody's becoming like this or becoming like that, and it is preoccupying, but there's only so much everybody can do. If you change yourself, you change the world. So as an individual, you can make a change, a big change for that. But the change that I'm trying to make is in myself and in the tribe around me, right? If you have a tribe, just like many people have tribes, they have this, they have that, they have little businesses where, whatever. This works really well, of course, because if we are the average of the 5 people we have around us, and we have a tribe that we've seen grow and come up with us, and we know what they're capable of, and they are successful and they are powerful, then what does that make us? We've all grown together, then we're all being successful. For example, a little something that you can do is, I've recently started boxing, right? I do BJJ and stuff, but I recently started boxing. And I thought, well, I'm now a beginner at this. Perfect. I'm going to invite some of my friends to come along with me. We're all going to join at the same level. We're going to progress together. It's going to be competitive. It's going to be fun. And it's going to be exciting. So, I hope to live a couple of friends with me, and then we're all now doing boxing, and it's wonderful. It's really fun. And now I know, it's going to be months down the line. It's going to be half a year into a year to 2 years. I'm going to have friends that I hang out with, which I think, okay, these people can fight. They know how to box. We're safe together. There's no imminent danger nowadays, of course, but Just little things like that, you know. This security can go a long way. Having a peace of mind translates to many other things. People don't learn to fight just so they can actually go outside and actively fight. Most people that learn martial arts never really have an opportunity to use them in real life. But you will find that there is benefit and blessings in every skill that you learn. I'm so sick, man. Good ways to start fostering relationships is to do things together, but a lot of us already do that. Now it's time to take it up a notch and do something a lot of us are awkward to do, which would be speak to each other honestly, you know, give each other a few words now and then from the heart. Tell them how much they mean to you. Not too often, but just a little bit, you know, and make sure that they understand that you're there for them, and they will then tell you that they're there for you too. Anyways, there's great benefits in this, and you know, the more you help others, the more you get helped. Whatever you give to the universe gives back to you, or whatever you believe in. I believe in God, so for me it'd be God. But yeah, actively do things that have no merit, right, quote unquote. Try and go the extra mile for your friends without expecting anything in return. You find great joy in doing it, great pleasure, great happiness, man. Like, when you can actually make a change into somebody's day, somebody's life, and they look at you and say, thank you, that was really helpful. You already get satisfied enough, that's plenty of a reward, so don't be greedy and don't ask for more. Other than that, that's what I wanted to talk about. Build your own tribe starting today, and build your success up and bring others around you with it. Put them on whatever you're on, or talk to them about whatever you're talking about, or learn from them whatever they're learning, and help each other, and you'll start spiraling up in a compounding manner. Strive to be 1% better every day. It's much love.